It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Milwaukee Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, for Milwaukee, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. And Jabari Parker is a guy we'll have our eye on tonight. Had to sit out most of last season after he tore the ACL. Shaq, you still have to like the kid's future.
You know what I like him, Ernie? He showed us that he can score consistently on the NBA level. He had an early setback, but he's motivated as any young player. I know you see his commercials. He's coming back with a vengeance.
He's coming back with a vengeance, and he's a very efficient scorer at his position. And for his age, he's got a great deal of skill. And I think he's the forgotten man in Milwaukee because they made the playoffs. But this guy was their best player before that happened.
The game is coming up shortly. It's time to get down to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Orlando. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat, and it's Dudley in at the 3 slot. And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
Now, here's Wall after Markieff Morris's miss. And that's good. Jared Dudley for 3. Dudley's got the first 3 points tonight for the Wizards. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. Lets it fly from 18. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Middleton against Beal. Dudley the pass to Morris. Outside, Wall. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And talking about Giannis, he was clearly one of the very best players in that 2013 draft. Selected number 15 overall by the Bucks. And if you looking back, to me, that's what we'd have to call a steal with the kind of player he's developed into. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And there's the feed to Dudley. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dudley's got 6.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Carter Williams gets it to go on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Stolen by Monroe. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Shot from the wing. Monroe, no good.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Out to Morris. Takes the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Monroe's shot is good.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Despite an overall strong year in 2015 for the Wizards, they were pretty weak at times, Clark, on the road.
Managed only 17 wins away from home, tied the Pelicans for the fewest road wins for any team that actually made the playoffs last year.
Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton against Beal. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Now Wall. 14 points from him the last game against the Magic in Orlando. Parker with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, rejected by Wall. Morris kicks to Beal. There's the triple. Milwaukee with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. Henson comes in for Jabari Parker. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Hickson comes in for Markieff Morris. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Jared Dudley. And it's Thornton in for Bradley Beal. For the Bucks, their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
And Washington has possession. After the basket by Milwaukee, feeds it to Wall to end the run, and he gets it to go. Wall's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Bayless kicks to Antetokounmpo. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Nene down low. He's guarded by Plumlee. There's the dish to Hickson. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks leading by 7. Here is Bayless. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And the basket by Thornton.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. A free-flowing first quarter. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Mayo out there with Jared Bayless. And it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score. He can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. No good. Some solid defense there by Nene. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Porter. Excellent D there for Mayo.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Bayless. All alone. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Bayless has got 6 points. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And a wide open look for Thornton. The three-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 5. Pass to Middleton. And the shot falls short this time. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. They get it back. Nene. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Monroe's checked in for Henson. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Then for the Wizards, Gortat's checked in for Markieff Morris. Dudley comes in for Porter. And Beal subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Now here's Nene. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Back to Nene. Kicks to Temple. It's stolen by Carter-Williams. Here's Bayless. And a great assist by Carter-Williams as that one goes in. Bayless has got 4 points this quarter.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
John Wall's checked in for Nene. Bayless's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And here's Dudley for 3. The rebound by Middleton.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series. Here's Wall after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Passes it to Dudley. To the middle. Here's Gortat. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And the Wizards making a change here as well. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. Plumlee with a screen on Wall. Here's Carter-Williams. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Carter-Williams. Nobody around. Great look, but off the mark. There's the pass to Beal. The shot. The shot is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Bayless's shot is off.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, a huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
To the inside. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Bayless has got 6 points in the quarter.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Now here's Dudley. He has 6. Outside, Wall. And it's Beal in the corner. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Washington, Morris comes in for Gortat. And Porter subbed in for Jared Dudley.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond. And that took some getting used to.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Washington, it's stolen by Carter Williams. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Bucks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The Bucks making a switch here. Henson's checked in. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Washington. Washington calls timeout.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Steve Nash, he's checked in for the Wizards. Wizards trail by 4. He kicks it to Thornton. It's Porter outside. And O.J. Mayo pulls it down. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Mayo's running. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Milwaukee on top, up 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Dudley in at the small forward position. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished, and they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls. However, things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort. Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Wizards trail by 5. It's stolen by Carter Williams. It's stolen by Wall. Morris, no good. Morris is gone 1 for 5 from the field.
Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
Here is Gortat following the bucket by the Bucks. Dudley the pass to Morris. Beal, that's for 2. They get it back. Gortat dishes to Dudley. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Carter Williams at the elbow. Rebound, Washington.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Monroe. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thanks. Garrett Temple has checked in for Jared Dudley.
And the Wizards really struggled post-All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason. Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
And he gets it to go. 8 points for Jabari Parker.
Well, there's no denying it. The Wizards had some bumps, and you mentioned that. Some weeks they look like a lottery team. Then the next, they look like a title contender. They knew how to make the most of their games when they did get hot, though. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Washington with the rebound. Morris has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Temple. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Temple's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's tightly guarded. Five on the clock. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And checking out some numbers for Wall. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 17 points a game, 10 assists and 4 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor.
And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in. And then for Washington, J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. Porter comes in for Garrett Temple. And it's Thornton in for Beal.
Still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for the Bucks. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Plumlee with a screen on Wall. Bayless, he dishes it to Plumlee. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Hickson.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And Middleton kicks to Bayless. Henson with the screen. Bayless's shot is off. Here's Washington. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Hickson with the bucket.
They've got the lead despite pretty cold shooting from the field in the first half, and now they're beginning to find their groove.
Heating up and looking to build on that lead.
Here is Bayless. 10 points for him. 20 feet out. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. 1:19 left to play in the third. Out left to the wing. Porter passes to Hickson. Nice ball movement by Washington. Wall, that's good.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Here is Bayless. 12 points for him. Kicks it down to Middleton. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Now here's Wall. He's got 15. Nene, the screen. Hickson dishes to Thornton. Fires the three. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. Gortat's checked in for Washington. Dudley comes in for J.J. Hickson. Washington's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Dudley's shot is good.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
Mayo hits them both.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Out to the right wing. There's Porter with the 3. They get it again. Here's Gortat. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And last season, he was a 70% free throw shooter, something I'm sure he'd like to improve.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Carter Williams, no good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Wizards lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Wizards leading by 3. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is out there with Mayo. And it's Monroe in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Thornton. Over to the wing. It's Gortat with the drive. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's now 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Thornton kicks to Gortat. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's Thornton. After the made shot from Greg Monroe. There's Beal with the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Monroe's got 5 rebounds tonight. Antetokounmpo passes to Parker. That puts them in the lead. And at Park, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Washington with the ball. Jabari Parker making his last shot. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Mayo, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
at the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The Wizards making a switch here. Temple's checked in.
And the Bucks arguably were the best story in the Eastern Conference last year. How about going from the bottom of the barrel to a sixth-place finish in that Eastern Conference?
Here's Temple. Dishes to Gortat. Over in the corner, Dudley. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Morris. Good work defensively by Monroe.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Mayo left side. Jacks up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Second chance shot. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's Beal. Almost, but it rolls out. And for the Bucks, a lot of their improvement came, Greg, as you're talking about, in their play against the Eastern Conference. They went 30 and 22, Clark, against the rest of the conference.
A nice step for a young team, but you look at it more closely. Basically, the Bucks beat teams they should have beaten, but you know, Kevin, the good teams do that consistently, so a good step for them.
Jared Bayless is checked in for O.J. Mayo. Now here's Parker. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Parker dishes to Carter Williams. Screen by Monroe. Lets it go with a 3. Can't get it to go. Gortat with the defensive effort. He feeds it to Temple. Right wing. On its way from Dudley for 2. And another miss by Washington.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And that one's good. Parker.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. The steal there, as gutsy a play defensively as you're going to see.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The kick out to Wall. The rebound by Middleton.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
A good look from Carter Williams. He shoots again, and that one's good. Parker's got 14 points now in the second half.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're ahead by 3. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And the Wizards making a change here. Porter's checked in. .149 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Parker kicks to Middleton. Wants to get it to Carter Williams and does. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Morris. That's now 22 points for John Wall.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Goes up off the inbound, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And it's 7 points for Chris Middleton.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Porter against Monroe. It's tipped. Parker with the steal. And here is Carter Williams. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shot. It's really an extraordinary game for Carter Williams. He's got 8 points and 3 steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today. And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
And here's Wall outside. You know what? The Bucks go the other way with it. Parker passes to Antetokounmpo, and an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Here's Milwaukee now. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And they go to the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just hitting themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
He's able to hit the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
A slight hiccup at the line, but he did what he needed to finish this game off.
Wall tries again, and the layup good by Hickson.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the miss by Wall.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
At the line for 2.
And he is unable to get the second one. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
Free throw drops for Ennis.
Taking 2 shots.
And Ennis drops them both. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, Wall. The shot will not go. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for your Bucks, Tyler.
He hits the second from the line. Thornton off target with that shot. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Headbutt on Calderon. Out. Set up.
Come to me.
Here we go. Yep. The ball. Cross screen. Get over it.
Get that perimeter.
Here we go. Hey, put it back.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I got it.
You got it out. Make sure to finish down there. Same team. Headbutt on Calderon. Skip.
Right side.
Left ball. There we go. Get it out.
Hey, get that ball on that. Get on Rose.
Right there.
That's it.
Out of bounds.
Switch.
Watch Calderon. Shot. Get on Rose. Hit that all day.
Yo, headbutt on Calderon.
Watch Derek. Stay there. Watch Calderon.
Get out on Aaron.
Give him that. Mello. Yo, set it up. Yo, headbutt on Calderon. Down, Mello.
Shot.
Oh, a port.
Timeout. Start it.
Get on Rose. Don't get hit. Get through the ground. Watch out.
Mine.
Come on, Calderon. Get on there.
Box him up.
Watch Calderon.
Yo, set it up.
Come get it.
Shot. Yo.
Give it back. Pepper, baby. Bust down. I see him.
Screen. Coming.
Get that perimeter. Baby, I'm open.
Mello. Corner. Nice screen again. Here we go. Get it going. Watch it up top.
Shot. Grab it.
Switch. Yep. Corner. Nice screen again. Here we go. Get it going. Shot. No.
Timeout. Start it.
Calderon. Don't let him shoot that.
Get through, get through.
Out of bounds. Ugo. Out of bounds.
Screen, screen, shot, shot. Right there. Yep. Come on, come on. Hey, swing it. Get the board, get it.
Corner.
Rotate. Hey, yo, get on Melo. Set up, set up.
Screen coming. Ugo.
Don't let Paul shoot it.
What?
Melo, grab that. Shot, shot.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Get them, get them. Give me that.
No.
Robin, that's you. Adam. Get on Rose.
Skip.
Shot, shot, shot. Front head.
Timeout. Start it. Ugo.
Yep.
The ball.
Big coming. Get on Rose. Woo! Out. Come on, man, defend him. Get the perimeter.
No.
Hey, put it back, put it back. Hey, bust that.
Timeout, timeout. Start it.
Watch that shooting. Back up. I got your help. Back up. Who's got ball? Get that. Get that one. Screen, screen, screen. Hey, right there. Jose. Front head. Set it up. Get on Rose. Close. Williams. I got your help. Hey, rebound. Get that.
No baseline.
Right there. Jose. Oh, my. Heavy, I'm open.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Watch there.
Here we go. Get it going.
D-up on Melo.
Shot. No.
There you go. D-up on Melo.
Timeout. Start it.
Board.
Timeout. Start it.
Shot. Got it. Get over.
I got you. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Pass is good. Timeout, timeout. Hit. One shot. Start it.
Get that, get that. Get on. Roll it. Set up, set up. Get on, roll. Yeah. There you go.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Start it.
Hey, who got him?
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Yep. Hey, right here. Go pass. Knock it down. Box out. Good board. Yeah, bro, Anthony.
Timeout, timeout. Start it.
Yo, watch him. Hold it